Recently, we slowed down our pace as we made our way from Florida to New York, but for this leg of our Season 4 travels in our self-converted Ford Transit camper van, we are picking up the pace for a cross-country road trip from New York to Colorado in order to make it in time for the Peace Loving Van's Van Life Festival.
We're going to be traveling through 8 states, a little over 1,700 miles in 14 days.
We'll be visiting some states we've never been to before, and as we go, we're going to be choosing a couple free things to do in each area as we visit some cities and some spots in nature.
Join us as we take you along and show you how we do van life on a budget.
As we travel, if it works out, we like to visit state capitol buildings. So our first stop here in Columbus is the State House. Let's go check it out.
Well, I'm certainly no military expert, but I think these cannons would work better if they took the chains off.
Standing in the heart of Columbus, the Ohio State House has served as the center of Ohio's government since the mid-1800s. Construction began in 1839 and took more than 2 decades to complete, finally opening in 1861. Designed in the Greek Revival style, the building was inspired by the ideals of ancient democracy and stands apart from many state capitals by featuring a distinctive cupola instead of the large dome commonly seen on government buildings. The State House is filled with fascinating details. Its impressive rotunda rises 120 feet to a skylight featuring an historic version of Ohio State seal, while the marble floor is made from nearly 5,000 hand-cut pieces of stone. During construction, prison labor was used to help build portions of the foundation. Original prisoner graffiti was discovered during restoration, including carbines left by workers from the Ohio Penitentiary. Today, the Ohio State House is recognized as one of the finest examples of Greek Revival architecture in the United States and remains an active seat of government. Beyond its role in state politics, it stands as a symbol of Ohio's history, where visitors can explore historic chambers, artwork, monuments, and the stories that have shaped the Buckeye State for nearly 2 centuries.
This is a really neat state capitol building. Some really cool things to check out. We couldn't get into the House chamber downstairs, but we were able to come up to the galley and check it out from up here. Chandeliers in here. They are beautiful.
So I'm just outside of the South hearing room, and this is where the senators go to get their hearing checked.
Wow, this is a pretty room. There are lots of really pretty details in this Capitol building.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, can you hear me? Hi, hello. So I really only have one thing to say, and that Penn State is better than Ohio State Buckeyes.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe someday you'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out. Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope.
Well, that was a cool capital to check out. Glad we checked it off our list. Now we're walking around the outside, just checking out the buildings that are downtown here. Some really pretty buildings. Well, that was nice, seeing another Capitol building. It was a really pretty building. Now we're making some lunch, and just to catch you up on where we've been, we left Ithaca, New York about 4 days ago. We made our way through Erie, Pennsylvania, then outside of Cleveland, Ohio, and along the way we stopped and did work at Panera's, stayed at Cracker Barrels. We also stopped at some local parks along the way, and we stopped at one local park outside of Cleveland where we saw our first beavers close up, so that was pretty cool. Then we made our way here to Columbus, and yesterday we had plans to do some things in the area, but that didn't go as planned. We had some technology complications, which figures because we seem to be having those so far since we've left Florida.
Yeah, we did. I don't know if this was the worst, but if not, it was certainly one of the top 3 worst experiences we've had trying to load a video. No kidding, we stopped at no less than 6 different places trying to get it to load, and we were just having no luck with the upload speed. We tried Panera, we tried a library, we tried Starbucks, we tried our Starlink, we went back to Starbucks, and then back to finally finished at a different Panera. 6 different spots to get this particular video loaded. So
we started the morning at Cracker Barrel, finishing editing our video. Probably around between 12 and 1 o'clock, we headed to the Panera. And we were there for quite a while and realized our video is just not loading very quickly at all. And it was a long video, it was almost an hour. But we finally threw in the towel, like Steve said. I don't know if Steve mentioned we also went to a park. We tried all kinds of things, and I don't know why our Starlink started really fast and then it got slow. So finally, we finished well at a Panera. We closed that up at 8 o'clock. The video was ready at 8 o'clock. So from 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock is how long it took us to load that ridiculous video. Our next stop is the Franklin Park Conservatory and Botanical Garden. I love my botanical gardens, especially if they're free. And this one is because of the membership I have through the American Horticultural Society reciprocal program. So we are saving over $50 today with our membership. It's almost paid for itself. Let's go check it out. Located just east of downtown Columbus, Franklin Park Conservatory and Botanical Gardens blends historic architecture, diverse plant collections, and world-class art.
look at all those missed opportunities, that missed Pac-Man.
The conservatory traces its roots to the late 1800s when a Victorian-style glass greenhouse was built in Franklin Park and opened to the public in 1897. Today, visitors can explore lush biomes that create environments from around the world, including tropical rainforests, deserts, Himalayan landscapes, and Pacific Island gardens, all housing hundreds of plant species. Beyond the plants, the gardens are known for their permanent collection of colorful glass artwork by renowned artist Dale Chihuly, creating a unique blend of nature and art. The Conservatory also hosts seasonal exhibits, community gardens, and educational programs that attract visitors year-round. We were very excited to discover that there was a special Blooms and Butterflies exhibit open during our visit. In the Pacific Island Water Garden, you can see exotic butterflies feeding, resting, and gliding through the air in an ever-changing display of color and movement. Walking through this garden was absolutely delightful, especially as the butterflies flitted past us. I was on a mission to capture the beauty of the blue morpho butterfly, its beautiful blue color only visible when it opens its wings. With wings that shimmer in brilliant shades of blue, the blue morpho butterfly is one of the most recognizable butterflies in the world. Native to the tropical forests of Central and South America, these insects can have wingspans reaching up to 8 inches, making them among the largest butterflies in the region. Adults primarily feed on the juices of overripe fruits, while caterpillars feed on a variety of plants before transforming into their iconic winged form. After spending quite a bit of time watching the butterflies, we visited the Metamorphosis Lab, where butterflies can be seen taking their very first flight as they emerge from their chrysalis throughout the day. Next, we explored some temporary exhibits outdoors. Through the Vines, a seasonal journey explores sights and sounds of the 4 seasons with a series of vine arches made of natural plant materials. It's unique with multi-sensory aspects incorporated into the display. We continued wandering through the gardens to the whimsical Paul Bus Garden Railway. 9 G-scale model trains travel through more than 1,000 feet of track that runs high and low through themed destinations in a miniature world of 51 botanical models made from all natural plant material. This was also absolutely delightful.
This is definitely my favorite botanical garden ever.
Well, that was a nice stop. The botanical garden was undergoing some renovations, so we didn't get to see everything we'd normally get to see with a regular visit, but we really enjoyed seeing the butterflies, which were actually there just as a temporary exhibit, and then the cool train garden.
And with that, we say goodbye to Columbus. Now we're making our way to Indiana.
morning, you guys. We have made it to a new state. We made it to Indiana. And then yesterday was a work day for us. We started out at Panera. Steve worked inside at Panera. I worked out here in the van. And then we went to a park in the afternoon or evening. And get this, the city had free Wi-Fi. That is awesome. So we hung out there, did a lot of work, taking advantage of the Wi-Fi, did a little walk around the park. It was a pretty little place. And now, this morning, we are just outside of Indianapolis, and we are going to head into the city and check some things out.
Ohio Street. You'll take your first left into the parking lot.
So we're in Indianapolis, so that means only one thing. That means we need to check out another state capital.
If you like doing things for free like we do, state capitals are a great thing to check out because a lot of them are really pretty and some of them are pretty interesting. We also have a lot of construction going on here, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to get the best pictures and there's lots of noise.
Rising in the heart of downtown Indianapolis, the Indiana State House has served as the seat of Indiana's government since the late 1800s. Completed in 1888, the building houses all three branches of Indiana's state government under one roof, including the governor's office, the Indiana General Assembly, and the Indiana Supreme Court. Constructed primarily from Indiana limestone, the State House was designed in the Renaissance Revival style and features grand marble floors, ornate columns, impressive atriums, and a striking central rotunda beneath a soaring dome.
So we found some street parking. We made it into the Capitol building. Unfortunately, there's a lot of construction going on around the Capitol and on the Capitol building, so that's kind of a bummer, but the inside here is really pretty. We're going to take some time to check it out.
The current State House is actually Indiana's fifth Capitol building. As the state's population grew and government expanded, earlier capitals were replaced by larger structures before the present building was completed.
So this state capitol is pretty cool. They have individual elevators.
If you prefer to do self-guided tours at Capitol buildings, this is not the ideal place. You can't go in the Senate or the House chambers. And then they also have this here where you can't even get up close to the window. So that's kind of a bummer. All right, I think we've seen all we can see here at the Capitol. I'm going to show you my favorite thing. It's an art exhibit they've got going on. It's called Stacked Chairs. It's very cool. I'd really like to find out who the artist is. It's very impressive. Off the street to check out this Artsgarden, and as you can see, there's a private event, so we can't check it out. So we stopped back at our van for a quick little break to get some drink and go to the bathroom. Now we have come about 15 minutes from the downtown. You can see it back here. It's a great view. We've walked over along the White River. We've got White River State Park here and Central Canal over here.
So we left Indianapolis behind. It's always neat to get a little bit of a sampling of a city. I found that one to be easier than others. I guess it starts mostly with parking. And parking was relatively easy and relatively cheap. It was $2 an hour, and I'd rather not pay to park, but compared to some other cities like Chicago, where it feels like near impossible to find parking.
Inexpensive.
And affordable parking. Indianapolis was a lot easier, so it makes it enjoyable, again, just to get a little sampling of the city.
So it was short and sweet, and now we're continuing our way west.
At the light, turn left onto East Main Street. Then your destination will be on the left.
We have made it to a new state. We are in Illinois, and we have our spot for the night picked out. And I was looking at the map and realized that on the way, I had the world's largest world's largest mailbox marked. And then I looked closer, and this town has lots of the world's largest things. So we thought we definitely need to stop and check them all out.
So let's go see what Casey, Illinois has to offer.
We caught the world's largest Steve in that trap.
So we got a bit of a special treat. I don't know if this guy regularly maintains this or manages it, but he came out and gave us a free ride.
Well, that was a fun stop in Casey, Illinois.
It was. I'm glad we did it. Something very charming about it all. Everyone seems so super nice. I think it's an incredibly smart thing what they did. At the end, as you saw, we got to chatting with Ray, who operates the teeter-totter, and he was telling us that the town was starting to suffer, starting to decline, and business guy came in and kind of had the idea of putting all these largest whatevers, and they've been building them over the years. And Ray told us he's been operating that teeter-totter since they built it, but he moved into the house next door for about the last 5 or 6 years. So anyway, I think that's really cool. Very smart way to bring some life back into a town.
After leaving Casey, we found a little park on our way to our overnight spot. We have been here for a little while. We made some dinner, and now we're getting some work done using our Starlink. Good morning, you guys. On our way to Colorado, we are visiting 2 states we've never been in before. We have just arrived in the first one. We are in Missouri. We are heading into St. Louis. We're also going to be checking out a national park we've never been to before.
In half a mile, continue straight on I-55 South, I-64 West, Walnut Street, then merge onto South Memorial Drive.
We saved some money by finding street parking and walked a few blocks to our next destination. Gateway Arch National Park is one of the newest national parks in the United States. The Gateway Arch is the centerpiece of the park and is the tallest monument in the United States, towering 630 feet above the banks of the Mississippi River. Completed in 1965, the stainless steel arch was designed to commemorate the nation's westward expansion and St. Louis's role as the gateway to the West. Visible from miles away, the monument has become one of the most recognizable landmarks in America. Beneath the arch, a museum tells the story of the history of the arch as well as early westward expansion. A unique tram system also carries visitors to an observation area at the top, where panoramic views stretch across both Missouri and Illinois. From the summit, visitors can look out over downtown St. Louis, the Mississippi River, and the surrounding landscape that once served as a launching point for countless journeys west. For the sake of time and our wallets, we opted not to do the tram ride during this visit. The arch's dimensions are especially unique, at 630 feet tall and 630 feet wide. Its height and span are exactly the same. Constructed from more than 140,000 tons of concrete and clad in stainless steel, the monument was an ambitious engineering achievement that took nearly 3 years to build. Today, Gateway Arch National Park stands as both a symbol of American ambition and a tribute to the people and events that helped shape the nation. It was quite something to look up at the arch from various angles on such a beautiful day.
We finished our time at the Arch and are checking out some other things downtown, including the sculpture garden.
What?
Alright, well, we can check another national park off the list. I have to say, wasn't super impressed. It is a cool structure for sure, but I'm not really sure why it's a national park. National monument? Sure. National park?
So I think McDonald's should buy the arch and then build another one and then paint it yellow.
So we weren't there very long. I would say an hour or less. We went down, checked out the museum. We did think about going up in the arch, but decided against it. It's around $20 a person to do that. And from the research I read, as you're going up, you can't see anything, and then you only have 10 minutes at the top. So we said, we don't want to do that. But we did get this. We finally have our America the Beautiful pass for the year, so we can save some money. We've left the city behind. We crossed over the Missouri River. We're doing some work here in the van in St. Charles. Later this evening, we are going to be meeting some of my friends that I've had since elementary school. So we're waiting to meet them, doing some work here, relaxing a little bit, and maybe we'll check out a little bit of the town.
Your destination is on the right.
Good morning, you guys. We really enjoyed our time last night in St. Charles. We walked around Main Street in the Historic District. It was a beautiful town. And then we had coffee and dessert at a coffee shop there with our friends. I forgot to get any footage or pictures there, but we had a really nice time. I actually saved some of my coffee this morning for breakfast. I got a special fancy mint coffee and I added some whipped cream to it this morning, so that's a nice way to start the day. Also, we have some other special treats. I have this rhubarb. We visited our friends outside of Columbus and they grow rhubarb and they gave us this. It's kind of like jam. It's rhubarb that's cooked with a little bit of sugar added, but it is yummy. So I've been enjoying that at breakfast. And they also have beehives, so they sent us with some honey, and this is locust honey. It's really good. So that's kind of fun. We had a great time with our friends. Then I have a question for you. Do you guys like this kind of cereal? This sweet stuff? I didn't grow up with sweet cereal. Probably the sweetest cereal I ever had when I was growing up was Pops, which wasn't super sweet, and maybe shredded wheat with sugar, but Steve likes his sugar cereal. He had a lot of sugar cereal when he was younger, and we were at Grocery Outlet in Pennsylvania, and we stocked up on some good deals. How much was this, Steve?
$1.
Yeah, so he got this and one other kind of sweet cereal, so it's been kind of a treat for him, but I tried it, And oh my goodness, I think it's gross. But I'm glad he can enjoy it. So we have come to a park in St. Louis. We debated about whether to come back here or not because we were half an hour outside the city. But this park is pretty cool and there's a lot of free things to do. It reminds me of the Golden Gate Park in San Francisco and the City Park in New Orleans, where there's an art gallery, there's a zoo here. It's all free. So we're gonna hang out here. We found a parking spot and then we're gonna check out some of those things today.
All right, we are off to check out the zoo.
Let's go see some animals. So here's the park. Look at all the stuff there is to do here. We are here. We're going to be heading to the zoo and art museum.
Founded in 1910, the St. Louis Zoo is consistently ranked among the top zoos in the United States and is home to over 12,000 animals representing hundreds of species from around the world. The zoo is known not only for its diverse collection of wildlife, but also for offering free admission, making it one of St. Louis's most popular attractions. Visitors can explore habitats that recreate environments from every corner of the globe, from African savannas and tropical rainforests to polar regions and ocean ecosystems. The zoo also participates in numerous conservation and breeding programs that help protect endangered species around the world. One of the zoo's most popular areas is the elephant habitat, where visitors can observe 4 generations of Asian elephants in a spacious environment designed to encourage natural behaviors. We headed here first because we wanted to see the baby elephant Jet. Jet's arrival was a milestone for the St. Louis Zoo. Born in November 2024, he became the first Asian elephant calf at the zoo to be conceived through artificial insemination.
Look, there's a baby elephant.
His birth not only expanded the zoo's multi-generational elephant family, but also contributed to conservation efforts aimed at maintaining a healthy and genetically diverse population of Asian elephants in North America. Elephants are intelligent and highly social animals that use their trunks for everything from gathering food and drinking water to communicating with one another. The exhibit provides opportunities to learn about elephant conservation and the challenges these remarkable animals face in the wild, including habitat loss and human-wildlife conflict.
I think these things are called skunk monkeys.
I got 6. 5.
We also loved getting a close-up look at the grizzly bears. Much preferred to see them with a barrier between us compared to the close-up run-in we had with a grizzly bear at Glacier National Park last year. Another favorite stop for us was definitely the Penguin and Puffin Coast, a habitat that brings visitors face to face with several species of penguins in a setting inspired by the rugged coastlines of the southern hemisphere. It was amazing watching the penguins swim effortlessly through the water, a sight of penguins that many people never get to see. While they may appear clumsy on land, penguins are powerful swimmers perfectly adapted to life in the water, using their wings as flippers to propel themselves with remarkable speed and agility. We couldn't believe how close up we could get to the penguins, and this one seemed particularly interested in us, which was so much fun.
These guys are so close. I've never been this close to penguins before. I could actually touch them. I don't think you're supposed to, but I could have.
Well, that was pretty awesome. To think we almost didn't come here. Steve and I both agree that that was the best zoo experience we've ever had. It was amazing seeing the elephants, especially the baby, and then the penguins and puffins. Oh my goodness. And it was also pretty cool seeing the polar bears swimming around. That was all so awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. We were kind of making our way out of the zoo, and Audra's like, I think this is the best zoo experience I've ever had. That was kind of funny because I was thinking literally the same thing. It really was an amazing experience. Really enjoyed the monkeys and the penguins and the puffins and the polar bear swimming. It took every ounce of restraint in me to not want to touch that penguin.
Oh, I think you wanted to. You just didn't do it.
Oh, I wanted to, and I kid you not, I was thinking about it way up until we left. Even to the point I started looking around for security cameras, thinking how much trouble could I really get in? I mean, he was right there. It was awesome. It was a great experience, especially considering it was free.
Well, we've recouped a little bit after our 4 hours at the zoo, and now we are checking out the art gallery. Located in the heart of Forest Park, the St. Louis Art Museum is one of the premier art museums in the Midwest and is home to a collection spanning thousands of years of human creativity. The museum's original building was constructed for the 1904 World's Fair, overlooking the park from atop Art Hill. Today, the museum houses works from a wide range of cultures and time periods, including ancient artifacts, European paintings, American art, Asian collections, African art, and contemporary masterpieces. With more than 3,000 works in its collection, the museum offers visitors the opportunity to explore artistic traditions from around the globe. Highlights include pieces by renowned artists such as Claude Monet, Vincent van Gogh, and Pablo Picasso, alongside sculptures, decorative arts, textiles, and photography. The museum's expansion, completed in 2013, seamlessly blends modern architecture with the historic World's Fair building, creating a space that honors both the past and the present. One of the most remarkable aspects of the St. Louis Art Museum is that general admission is free, making world-class art accessible to visitors from all walks of life. Whether exploring ancient civilizations, admiring Impressionist paintings, or discovering contemporary works, guests can experience a journey through centuries of artistic expression in one of St. Louis's most treasured cultural institutions. This is where we're going to leave you for this episode, but the adventure from New York to Colorado isn't over. We have just one more state to go before we make it to Colorado, and this one delivers our favorite state capitol building we've encountered in the 22 we visited so far. It also delivers the most terrifying night of our lives, so make sure to join us next time as the adventure continues.
We'll be covering 8 states, a little over 17,000. All right, so listen, you turf burglars. We're going to be covering 8 states, a little over 1,700 miles in 14 days.
That was that we're going to drive. We're going to be driving through 8 states.
All right, you turd munchers. We're going to be spending 8 days
No.
and 14 miles
No.
and 47,000
No.
states.
Nope. You have to say turd burglars.
This is where we're going to leave you for this episode. If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron by using the link on the screen that we've also included in the video description, along with information about today's adventure and our channel. A special thank you to all our patrons. We appreciate your ongoing support. Thanks for coming along with us on this van life adventure. Please take a second to hit the like button below, leave a comment to let us know you're watching, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget, you can also connect with us and see my photos of the places we visit on our Facebook and Instagram.